You reach the end of your workday. Take a look at your to-do list and half the tasks are still unfinished. You've been at your desk all day long. So why does it feel like nothing got done? Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Productivity isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. And today, I'm sharing simple hacks that can boost your productivity at work by up to 200%. Let's dive in. Hack number 1. Get clarity on your goal. Being more productive at work isn't just about doing more. It's about doing the right things at the right time. Before diving into any task, take the time to clarify and prioritize your goals. If you are not sure which task should be done first, ask your manager. For instance, if I know that there are 2 important tasks that need to be done, but I know I can only complete one of them, I simply ask my manager which of these tasks has higher priority. This way, your manager is aware that you won't be able to complete the other task on time. It's essential to break down your goals into smaller, actionable steps. This not only makes your objectives more achievable, but it also helps you maintain focus. When you know exactly what you're working toward, you'll be more motivated and less likely to get sidetracked. Hack number 2, create a plan. Now that you have a clear goal in mind, it's time to create a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're less likely to achieve your goal. Remember to set realistic expectations for what you can accomplish in a given time frame. Overloading your schedule can lead to burnout and decrease productivity. What I mean about a plan is a to-do list for each day of the week. Ideally, you will plan your day in advance. When you're planning your to-dos, make sure that you break down large tasks into smaller, actionable steps. And please, don't have a task list that is 25 items long for any given day. You're setting yourself up for failure before the day even starts. But try this instead, the 1-3-5 rule. Choose 1 big task, 3 medium tasks, and 5 smaller tasks to complete each day. This will help you stay focused and feel accomplished. Hack number 3, manage your energy, not just your time. One of the most critical factors in improving productivity is understanding your own natural rhythms and energy levels. It's important to work with your energy, not against it. Everyone has a specific time of day when they're most alert, focused, and motivated. Some people are morning warriors, while others get their best work done in the evening. Therefore, it is important to identify your peak productivity hours and schedule your most challenging tasks for that time. And leave the more mindless work like cleaning out your inbox for times when you feel a little less energized. For instance, if you're a morning person like me, tackle complex, creative, and important tasks in the early hours. If you're more of a night owl, save your critical work for later in the day. By working with do that for about a week, and you're sure to identify a trend and pick out those times when you're at peak levels. Hack number 4, time blocking. Even if you find those golden hours when you're at your very best, but that doesn't mean you will be able to perform those important tasks during your golden hours. Colleagues stop by your desk unannounced, and people randomly drop meetings on your calendar. That is why finding your golden hours is only the first part of the process. You also need to set yourself up to take full advantage of them. One of the best ways to do this is time blocking. Time blocking helps prevent last-minute scheduling conflicts and increases focus. Choose some times each day when you really want to buckle down and zone in on your work. And then book that time so that it's not available to anyone else. Hack number 5, take breaks. And speaking of energy, it's tempting to think that more time at your desk means you'll get more done. But science says otherwise. Research found that regular breaks improve focus and creativity. The Pomodoro technique, working in 25-minute sprints with 5-minute breaks, can help you stay sharp and avoid burnout. This instills a sense of urgency to get as much accomplished in a certain time block as possible. But they also have ensure that your breaks are both physical and mental. Ensure that your breaks are both physical and mental. Step away from your work completely. Try heading outside for some fresh air. Studies show that getting out into nature can alleviate mental fatigue. This may seem obvious, but avoid thinking about work during breaks to reset your mind. One more thing. Stay hydrated. Even mild dehydration can cause brain fog and lower productivity. So before reaching for that next coffee, grab a glass of water instead. Hack number 6, eliminate distractions. Constant pings from emails and social media destroy deep work. Turn off your phone, shut off your notifications, or put that device in another room if you have to. You can always check them later. Trust me, they will still be there. Here are some additional tips. Declutter your workspace. Keep your physical desk clean and organized. A messy desk leads to a messy mind. So organize your physical and digital space to boost efficiency. Hack number 7, avoid multitasking. You might be thinking, nope, I don't need to silence my notifications. Everybody else might struggle with those, but I am a champion multitasker. We all think we're great at multitasking, but here's the truth. Our brains are simply not wired for it. Research has proven that the human brain is physically incapable of it. So if you aren't doing 2 things at once, what are you actually doing? You're task switching. Every time you switch tasks, you lose focus and waste mental energy. Recent studies have shown that trying to multitask can decrease your productivity levels by a frightening 40%. Repeatedly switching between different types of work, such as answering an email, then updating a report, then working on your slide deck, then answering another email, can be mentally draining. By not having any sort of systematic approach to your work, you are wasting mental energy. So instead, try task batching. This means grouping similar to-dos together. For example, you will spend an hour dedicated to reading and replying to emails all at once, rather than checking your inbox every 10 minutes. Then you'll spend a different hour brainstorming and getting prepared for some upcoming meetings. Hack number 8, email management. Here are some tips to manage your emails. Check emails only at designated times instead of constantly monitoring it. To avoid email overload, use the OHIO method. Only handle it once. That means if an email takes less than 2 minutes to respond to, do it immediately instead of letting it pile up. Hack number 9, create a cheat list. For projects, chances are high that you will frequently need to consult certain documents. It is very handy to list those frequently used documents in one list for easy reference, so that when you need that document, you can simply go to your cheat list. Having an overview of all your project deliverables is, in my opinion, a must-have. There will be a time when someone or you yourself will need a reference to a certain deliverable. When this happens, you won't lose time to search for these references because you have it on your cheat list. Hack number 10, ditch perfection. I always say, done is better than perfect. Focus on making progress, not perfection. But how can you stop obsessing and start focusing on progress over perfection? When you have a task or a project, set a time box, such as 15 minutes or an hour. That dictates how long you will work on that specific item. When the time box ends, that task is as done as it's going to get for now. Not only does this tactic instill a sense of urgency, but it also removes some pressure. You're more focused on seeing how much progress you can make in that time period rather than working until the entire task is completed. Well, there you have it. But remember, productivity is highly personal. What works like a charm for your coworker might not work quite as well for you. Productivity isn't about working more. It's about working better. Try these simple hacks and watch your productivity double. Let me know in the comments, what's your biggest productivity struggle? And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more self-development tips. See you in the next one.